Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So we're once again back in class. It's Cyber Monday today, and I want to make a case for remote work. I mean, obviously, I love all my students. I actually wouldn't teach this class remotely, but there are some things that I miss about remote work, and it became very obvious this weekend actually. So I teach at 2 different colleges right now, a total of 5 classes. And one thing I notice is that too often I'm spending the whole day snacking on stuff, not necessarily on unhealthy snacks. Right here I got a bag of grapes, nothing terribly unhealthy. I eat a lot of baking chocolate, obviously, and the problem is that I get home and there's no appetite for a good meal, right? And for the first time in a long time, I enjoyed a number of good meals this Thanksgiving. I went to a steakhouse and then I went to the Whole Foods cafeteria a different day, and so that was great. I haven't been able to eat like that for a long time. So I felt really good, and I don't, my work, it doesn't really entail changing what I eat, right? It's not like I'm traveling to outer space where the food isn't available. It's the logistics of it that I Peter dislike, right? It's not the students, it's not my fellow colleagues, it's logistics, right? And if we can do this from home, obviously some of the kids have difficulty learning from home, so I wouldn't necessarily want to do this job at home. But I would be very upset if they insisted that I had to do the grading or whatever paperwork here in the camp. Fortunately, they don't insist that. But I'm just pointing out some of the difficulties of an in-person job. Right? This doesn't have to apply to Phoenix College or Grand Canyon University. This could apply to a tech giant like Microsoft. Right? Why do people have to give up on their hot meal at the end of the day just so that you can be satisfied with sexually harassing them in the office? That's really why they want us in the office. They want to abuse what little bit of dignity we have, right? It's not about getting more work. Look at all the arguments for returning to the office. Oh, people are being themselves, right? They're not saying that Microsoft products are suffering as a result of people going, no, Microsoft has never said that. All they're saying is that people are watching TV, they're sleeping. Yeah, if that's what produces the best work, do it! Right? I really hate to be the one to point this out. Come back to me. Microsoft should come back to me when they actually see their product disintegrating because people are sitting out. No, that's not what they are saying. They're saying people are enjoying their lives, which is how work should be done. I hate to be the one to point this out. Now, something else also hit me like a ton of bricks when I stepped into campus today. The environment of my surroundings, whether it be the climate control of the campus, whether it be noises that I have to be exposed to. I have a difficulty, and I gotta make very clear, I don't have any personal conflict with him, but I have autism, and sometimes background activity can drive me nuts, make it impossible for me to focus. I have a fellow colleague who's heavyset. I don't want to say overweight, but heavyset, and he makes very loud movements. Like if he were to come in here and open the fridge or use the microwave, it drives me nuts. And I'm really trying not to show it. Maybe I should sit down with him at lunch one day and explain to him what autism is and see what happens. But I didn't have to be exposed to that over the Thanksgiving holiday, and I really forgot what it's like to come back in here. And then as soon as I went to the adjunct office, I had to quickly slither away and come here to the student union to get some peace from that, which is great. I meet a lot of important figures sitting in different places around the campus. But what does this have to do with teaching, right? If somebody does their best work when they're not surrounded by, whether it be the climate controls or the atmosphere or the noises or the flash, one of my biggest pet peeves is, and this will drive me into all sorts of road rage, when I'm driving on the road at night. I really despise driving in the dark. Another reason I hate coming to the office in the wintertime, right? And people flash their headlights at me. Oh my God. I need to find some way to to block that out, or at least to inform the person behind me that not to do that, right? I've often thought about some sign that says, I have sensory disorder. Please do not flash lights. Use your horn if you really need to get my attention, right? Something like that. Feel free to chime in if anybody has ever dealt with that on the road or at the office. But anyway, I thought I would point that out. And why do I point this out? Why is this the employer's business? Well, when I have my hot meal at the end of the day, when I get to control my environment, when I don't have to deal with all the stresses of driving. What else did I mention? When I actually get to recharge myself and get extra sleep, which is what Microsoft and all the tech giants are complaining people are sleeping in front of the screen. That's actually when I do my best work, right? Would you chide your employees for using good technology to do their good work, right? So for example, I guarantee you the CEO of Microsoft will never chide their employees for using good technology to stay on top of things, having the latest technology to answer emails at home. Well, just treat the good sleep and the entertainment as a tool to do good work, right? It's no different. I really hate to be the one to point this out. I really do. I really do. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.